ready to do my nails. Look what I picked out. It's almost Valentine's Day with some sparkle. Oh my gosh, look at the bling. I can't even stand it. Holy moly. Okay, I washed my hands with Blue Dawn, so the next step is to either swipe with your alcohol wipes, or I actually love to do acetone. I know it's super drying, but that's what I love about it. And after I swipe it, it gets really, really dry. So you're gonna literally see that you're drying out the surface of your nail, and that's what you want. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to size your wraps. This is probably one of the most important things, and I highly recommend that you get a pen and paper when you're ready to do it and write down which number of wraps, and I usually count 1, 2, 3. I start at the smallest and go all the way up to 9 being the biggest. So these are generally for big toes. These are more for your little fingers and thumbs over here. And I take the wrap and I put it on one edge of my nail, right on the edge, and I hold it and I scoot it over to the other side, and I'm looking and I make sure that that wrap doesn't overlap my nail and actually touch my skin. If it does, then that wrap is too large. Go down a size. You really just want it to adhere to the nail itself, so slightly smaller is actually way better. So now you want to push back your cuticles, and you can use just a regular orange stick. If you're bold or happen to have one, you can use a metal spoon pusher, which is kind of great for getting all that extra stuff that I never knew I had on my nails until Jamberry, back and off your nails. Or you can just use a regular rubber cuticle pusher, which comes in our application kit. I'm going to show you how to use it with our Jamberry mini heater, but also show you just the regular hair dryer. And I'll let you decide. I love the mini heater because it's going to be quiet and hands-free. You may have a hair dryer at home, and that's fine, but I'm going to show you why I absolutely recommend the heater and why I love it so much. But I'm also just going to show you how you can do it with your hair dryer, but you're going to want the heater. I'm just saying. I selected my gold to be the accent nail for my pinky, the one I'm going to do first. And I didn't need all of it. I almost cut the wrap in half, and then I just put the other part back on the sheet there. And I like to stick the cut edge on my orange stick like this. I don't want to touch the backing because that's just going to make it not so sticky. And I turned on my mini heater. Can you even hear it? It's on and it's blowing heat and it's amazing. So watch over here, you're gonna see that see, there it goes. It starts to curl a little bit, and I just warm it up. It's like 3 to 5 to 10 to 15 seconds. That anywhere in there is good. Okay, I'm just gonna move this out of the way, and you know what? I can reheat it if I feel like it's cooled down. I'm just gonna place it in the center of my nail, but it's just barely on there right now. I want to make sure that it's down towards my cuticle and in the middle, because at this point I don't have to commit. I can reposition if I want to, and I want to. So I'm actually just going to grab my tweezers and pull it off because I didn't push it down. Again, I'm going to just lay it on my nail, position it where I want, and I just kind of tap it like down at the bottom there, just a little bit there, because I want to make sure. I like how it's sitting. I'm just going to heat it. I can literally just heat it while it's on there, and then you're going to smooth it down. And I just use my finger, and I can kind of tug a little bit at that top edge. That's the part that's not sticking to any nail. Can you guys all see that? So I'm tugging a little bit. I'm kind of tugging and pulling down, and you know what that does is it smooths out the sides. It's so sparkly, I know it's hard to see. It smooths down the sides, and it really helps. Then I take my pusher. I just push down the sides. I go straight up and down in the middle, and I work out towards the sides. I push down, and I'm using, you know, pretty good pressure, pushing down on all those edges and across the tip here, just like that. Now I've got all this extra here, but I want to let this wrap cool all the way down before I mess with it again. I can take some of it off. So okay, so now it's just not quite as long, but it's still hanging out there. I'm gonna do all of my nails and then come back and deal with the extra there. So I'll do it again. You know what? Let's do the hairdryer this time. I will turn this off. You ready? Try and... Okay, so that's the hairdryer. It's loud, and you know, but it works. The key here is to make sure you find the heat, but you know, because you want to make sure the wrap is warm enough. Ah! Okay, I'm blowing stuff off the table. I haven't used my hairdryer in a long time. Okay, so then you got to turn it off. Use your other finger to just kind of tap it there like that. Okay, so now I feel like I want to heat it up again. Okay, but it will blow stuff off and around the table. So I'm heating it up again. Ah, it's getting hot. Okay. Ah, there goes my wrap. All right, so I'm heating it up and I'm just going to tug on that tip edge, see? And I kind of pull down. I tug on the corner. Here, you'll be able to see this one. See how it just went down super smooth like that? And then I use my thumb and I'm really, really smoothing it on. Like making sure there's no wrinkles. And then I go back with my pusher. Use some good pressure here and really push it on. What's cool about these is you can kind of push your skin away and get to that nail that's underneath there. And one thing I wanted to mention is when you get to your thumb, most of us have a very squared off cuticle and the wraps are very curved. So one of the things that I like to do is just whack off a little bit of that curve with my scissors. I don't even try to curve it anymore. I just take about a 1/16 of an inch off, just a very little bit. I just whack it off and then I'm ready to go. And now the wrap is a little bit more shaped like my thumb. All right, I've got my whole hand all done. All the wraps are cooling down. I can tell because they're very stiff now instead of very pliable and warm. So they're all cooled down. So you're going to need for this step your nail file, and the Jamberry ones are the perfect grit, absolutely perfect. You're going to need a smoother file like our buffers. Again, they come in the kit, so another reason I love our kit. You have all the tools you need, perfect tools, right in that cute little bag, and you need nail clippers. And you can also keep your scissors handy. So here's what I recommend. If your nails are strong and they extend beyond your fingertip, then you want to go ahead and take a nail file and you're literally going to file straight down, 90-degree angle, to start to break away that wrap. So I'm going to do that right now. And I've just barely been doing it and it's already starting to separate. Okay, my cats are in the room, so if you hear like funny sounds, it's them. Okay, so I only use this long enough to get that wrap to come off. So it's already just right to the edge of my nail. Then I move to the buffer, and that's a finer grit, so I'm gonna smooth out that edge. I'm still going straight down, one direction, not side to side and back and forth, not up and down. I'm just going down, and I'm catching those corners like that. But I'm still not done. So then I like to bevel that top edge because for me, I use my nails. I use them to pick at stuff, to grab things, to type all day long. And I want to make sure I don't have anything sticking beyond my nail, anything meaning the wrap itself. So I bevel the top edge. And so that's where I'm going at an angle here. And I'm just smoothing down. And at this point, like I can see just dust is coming off. But I'm smoothing down and beveling out that edge there, like that, okay? So we're still not done completely with this nail, but we're gonna move on to the rest. And this nail doesn't extend too far past my fingertip, if at all. So what I should have done with this one is what I'm gonna show you right now, which is just clip it off. Clip off the excess, even a bit of your nail. So you don't have to manicure your nail first and get it the shape you want. You can do that right now. So look, I'm just going to literally clip. It's sticky, so it likes to stick to the blades. I'm just gonna clip it all off. And then I can go in, I can clip the corners, I can shape my nail, I can clip it just like that. And I love this method for toes and for little girls. Just clip it. Don't try to file a little girl's nail and don't try to file your toes. That is just asking for some crazy talk. All right. But again, I take the buffer and I buff that top edge to get it nice and smooth. I catch my corners. Then I go and do that bevel again, just at the angle to make sure that I'm nice and smooth there. Okay, so the last step that we want to do is called the Baggie Method. And you're just gonna stick your finger in the bag and you're gonna pull it tight across the top edge and across the sides. And if your nails are curved like this, like mine are side to side, mine are also curved like this, top to bottom, this is gonna really help you get those side edges and those side corners that are hard to get to. So I do this with every finger. This is the last step, the final heat and pressure. And I kind of curve it too so that I get the heat all around. I'm really paying attention to the tip edge here. This is also where if you happen to get a little bit of a wrinkle, you could heat it, use the bag and really push down and hope that it smooths out. Some common reasons why people get wrinkles are because the wrap might be too large for their nail, or they didn't heat the wrap long enough to get it very flexible and pliable as they were smoothing it down, or maybe they just went too fast and didn't notice there would be a wrinkle there. All right, so that's it. That is it. Now they're all done. And then the next part is to take your nail fee or a selfie of your Jamacure with your nail wrap. So you can just be natural and take a fun little shot of your nails like this. So I think I'm gonna do that and add it to our video. So that's it. I'm actually gonna do my other hand, but I think you've got all the steps. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for hanging. Bye.